CoastLife, well, we've been in the dog days of summer. Maybe you ate some delicious but also very solidifying food at the state fair a few weeks ago. And maybe you're looking for something fresh, a little bit lighter to enjoy for the end of summer, which we don't want to talk about yet. But if you recognize the kitchen that we're in, that is because Chef Frank has let us back in, which again, we appreciate you not boarding everything up while we've been away.
And you got here early. You said
Yes.
11 o'clock, but boom, you were here at 10:45.
Yeah, well, you know.
Good thing we were ready to go.
Yeah, well, we got to account for traffic this time of year. So.
Exactly. You're competing with the beach, you're competing with traffic, and I haven't seen you since Pi Day, March 14th.
Oh, calling me out by date. But
And I sent some food back to the studio a number of times. I hope you got it.
I have gotten some. Paige didn't eat it all on the way back, so we appreciate that. But you've also been gone for a
Yes.
little while. You've been traveling, and I know you're bringing some recipes back from that travel. So
I am bringing some recipes back. I spent 2 weeks in Italy at the Italian Culinary Institute doing some hands-on cooking with a master Italian chef.
Nice.
Very educational. And then I spent 2.5 weeks in Greece on vacation, but picking up some culinary tidbits along the way. So we are going to do a trip to the Mediterranean, and we have a lot of summer vegetables and herbs this time of year that you might want to use up. If you're growing them in your garden or at a farm stand, lots of stuff to use. And yes, we'll cook some Mediterranean food and eat a little healthier, eat a little lighter. So that's what I have on the menu today.
Yes.
We're going to take a trip to Italy.
ooh, sign me up. Now, Chef Frank, you said we were taking a trip to Italy, so what are we making today?
Well, what we're making is 2 dishes. We're going to make an Italian bread salad or a Panzanella salad.
Yum.
And it's basically bread and tomatoes.
My kind of salad.
And it's very simple to make. And a very really cool pasta dish called pasta alla Nerano. Nerano is a pasta dish made with zucchini.
Ooh, I love zucchini.
So the thing you do with zucchini, it's a very tasteless vegetable, a lot of water. Different ways to make this dish. The chef in Italy, when he made the dish, he put them in the oven to kind of dry them out and slightly caramelize them.
Ooh.
So once they're dried out and caramelized, in the blender we go.
All right.
The other thing we're using for this dish is leek.
Ooh.
Leek is in the onion family. It is a
Okay.
very dirty vegetable. It's a very dirty onion. So what you do is you have to take it apart, cut it, and take it apart and rinse it. Either soak it in some water, otherwise you're going to get some sand. So we're going to get a little noisy here. I have the food processor with my zucchini. I have sauteed the leek in some extra virgin olive oil. So we're going to spin that up a little bit. So right now it looks a little thick, and we're going to thin that out with a little pasta water.
Ooh.
So back here we have our pasta. So this has been cooking now, so there's some starch in this water. And I'm going to reach over here, get ourselves a ladle, get some of this nice flavorful pasta water, and I'm going to put that back on the blender and blend that up. This should sauce it up quite nicely. I'm going to use Pecorino Romano, which is more of a tartar cheese than Parmigiano, which is the mother of all cheeses.
Yes, it is.
So that's that. Let's spin this up a little bit, make this sauce here. Okay, this is ready to go. I may need to thin that out a little bit, not a problem. We are going to use my spatula that I had here somewhere. Where did it go? Here it is, right there. So in the pan. Now what you do when you're cooking pasta, you cook it until it's not quite done because you want to finish it in the pan. So it's going to finish cooking. Look at that beautiful sauce. Now, once I put some more water in it, I'm going to take this pasta right out of here into the pan. And what you do is you finish cooking the pasta in the sauce, so the pasta gets, the sauce really becomes one with the pasta, in all cases.
Awesome.
So while this sauce is going, I'm going to move on to the panzanella salad.
Perfect. All right, so we will we'll get ready to move on, and hope your taste buds are watering. I know mine are. Fresh ingredients, fresh pasta. I can't wait to dive in, but we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, we're going to do some eating. CoastLife, before the break, we told you we were taking a trip to Italy, or rather, we're taking a taste of Italy back here. It's a little old Delaware, which we love. So, Chef Frank, you left us off. I mean, fresh pasta, fresh ingredients.
Pasta is on the stove here, but we're going to move on to panzanella salad,
Yes.
and then we will plate and you will eat. All right?
I can't wait.
So panzanella salad is an Italian bread salad. So what I have here is some of my old homemade focaccia.
Yum.
I cut it up, put it in the oven. You don't want to toast it, otherwise they become like croutons. You actually want them stale and hard, like twice baked. So cut them up, put them in the oven, 200 degrees, like an hour.
All right.
And they'll just dry out. So that's what you want.
Perfect.
So very, very simple dish. I have here some basil oil. So I took some basil from the garden. Notice the bee, so I know what I'm pouring. Basil from the garden, steep it like tea, pull the basil out, put it in a squeeze bottle. A little bit of basil oil in that.
Guess I know what I'm doing with the basil in my garden.
Yes, that's a very easy,
Yes.
very easy to do. A little bit of vinegar. Red wine vinegar for this application, okay? Let me get ourselves a spoon. You should be able to do this very easily. Hear that crunch?
Yes.
It is just crunchy. All right. So now we're going to just dump everybody in the pool. Shallots. Now in Italy and in Greece, a red onion, you would use a tropea onion, which is a red onion, indigenous to the area. But red onions here are really, really pungent. So the equivalent is shallots. So let's plate this. Actually, I'm going to put a little, I have some chiffonata basil. And we're just going to douse that in there. And that's my cat. Isn't that nice?
He's just chiming in. He's hungry too.
Yeah, he's thinking it's hunger time. So we're going to put a little salad down in our plate. Just a few. And I have cucumbers in here too.
Yum.
We'll finish it with a little Asiago cheese.
Ooh.
Bon appetit.
Yes. All right. Which one should I start with?
I would go with the pasta.
Yeah. Me too. All right. So remind me what's in this again. It's the.
We have, it's very simple. It is zucchini. Watch, you almost got that on
my
your
gosh,
blouse there.
almost.
You'll have to
Close
go back to the studio with food all over you. Zucchini, leeks, and a little olive oil and pasta water and some cheese.
That's it, and it comes out delicious.
And of course, homemade pasta. You always have to have homemade. Actually, dry pasta. There's no sin about dry pasta.
I know, I'm a cheater, okay?
No sin with dry pasta because I've called audibles before on that.
This is so good.
You
The
can
leeks add the perfect subtle taste.
Yes, I love leeks. The dish we had in Italy didn't have leeks, but then I had a dish like a week later that I could taste the leek in it. I said, I'm using leek in there.
It is such a light, fresh touch.
So
that doesn't feel like a heavy pasta weighing you down.
no, it shouldn't.
All right.
So the panzanella, you see it softened a little bit.
Yep.
So you're going to get some crunch.
All right.
Go ahead.
Try to keep. Might have to take individual bites.
Yeah,
but
if you
this one's
need
gonna be a big one. All right.
If you need to bite into it, I can ad lib while you chew.
All right, let's do that.
All right. So you should get a nice. Oh, hear that? Hear that crunch? That's exactly what you want. You don't want it to be a crouton. You want a change of texture. So grab maybe. Oh yeah. Now you. So now I'll go ahead and join you. There we go.
I want a little bit of cheese. Tomato, the cucumber.
So we have to talk with our mouthfuls now.
Just a little bit.
Which is basically like an Italian table.
Okay, that's just dinner at my house.
That's right, that's right. Because you have some Italian in you too, right?
I do, yep. Rizzo, you know? All right, let's get the fresh veggies.
So you can see how simple this was. Very light, very summery, use those vegetables. So if you want to break from boardwalk pizza
Yes.
or French fries,
Which you know your insides want to break.
your inside want to break from that, here you go. So, beautiful.
Yes.
Probably could have added a little salt and pepper to that. I forgot.
Doesn't need it though, I'll be honest. This, I mean, this really is the perfect light touch meal to kind of wrap up summer with. But we've got some more Coast Life to get to. We're not wrapping up just yet. That's on the way.